Hey.
That was so awkward.
Guys,
I just paused for a minute, you know. I think I was looking in the stars. Like, I was like,
She's always in the stars. Anyway.
So guys, let's just drop it with the first question. So what do you guys look at?
Yeah.
What's the first thing you guys look at?
I get cozy for this one.
What's it gonna be? But what's the first thing you guys look at when you're looking at a guy? Someone that you fancy. So what's the first thing you look at when you're looking at a guy?
So if someone's approached me on the road and I'm like...
Yeah, and they're trying to chat you up. What's the first thing you look at? Their shoes?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, what you gonna do if a man's in a suit and you look down and he's wearing some beat down like Lidl's trainers? What are you gonna do?
Little soft trainers.
Lidl, Aldi, Sports Direct, all of them. Like, what are you gonna do? What would you think? Shoes tell a lot about a person. You could be in a suit and have them dead trainers on. What would you think?
It's actually true, you know.
Tell a lot.
It's true because I just got back from Morocco and some guy tried to chat me up or whatever. He had like some rasta in the middle. He looked a bit swaggerlicious. Sorry to the Moroccans out there, but
I'm a Moroccan.
wow.
What are you doing?
Moroccan in there.
Definitely come back from Morocco.
You know what I mean? Swaggerlicious.
No, but anyway. Like, yeah. He chatted me up and then I looked down at his shoes and he was wearing these patent shiny brogues. And I was like, okay, yeah, you can have my Facebook. I don't really give out my number, but I was like, yeah, you can have my Facebook or whatever. So it's true. You do exactly email, but you do look at the shoes. Like it's important.
Couldn't really give him your number anyway. He's in Morocco. What's he gonna do? Call you from?
No, but WhatsApp's international, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
WhatsApp or Facebook, you mean?
Both.
Look what we have to deal with already.
But what's next that you look at? So his feet, and then what's
Wait,
next?
guys, before we move on, yeah. But what if this person is like rich, yeah, or like not even rich, yeah, but has a good mind and has a good personality?
But how would you know
that day they just got any shoes out the cupboards?
I get that, but we're just saying like, what's your first thing?
Technical, I don't know.
She went technical.
She went
philosophical.
This
is what she's like, guys. This is what I have to deal with on a regular basis.
No, guys, let's get serious. Let's get serious.
We're talking about when your guy approaches you, what's the first thing you see?
I know the question, but I'm just saying you're talking about shoes. Okay, so now what if he's actually a cool guy generally, and like he's actually a nice person inside? You're gonna say, "But your shoes are good bad today." Like, what if he?
Okay, but just
what's the
answer her
first thing you look
question.
at?
Because you know first impressions.
I know, but I'm just saying,
It's a
like,
gamble.
But she wants that question. She wants that question answered. Okay.
Okay, fine.
So he's met me at the wrong time, wearing the wrong shoes, and I'm going to keep it moving. That's it.
okay, cool.
I will never know if he's a nice person or not. I'm sorry, the shoes will throw me off.
X-rated, so X-rated.
Children, if you're listening, switch off the telly now. Switch it off now. If you're listening.
Turn the volume. For me, I don't know why, yeah, but my eyes go straight to the bulge. Like
Guys, I was not even expecting that.
No, my eyes goes. It tends to
But
go
if
there.
he's wearing jeans, you can't really see much of a bulge though. It's a tracksuit.
Trust me.
Ooh.
I think I'm involved
But
in
can
this
you
one.
tell from that?
You probably.
Really? That's a bit awkward though. Like, hi.
Well, obviously, I'm not looking. I'm like, oh hi, like, ooh, yeah, like,
Oh, like secretly, like one eye kind of thing.
I'm just
But
not
wait, you
involved in
answered
this
the
one.
question. You haven't answered the question. What do you look at?
Okay, do you know, mine was feet at first, but I
Shoes.
also
Yeah,
like, a
shoes.
smile. I'm a
yeah.
bit of a sucker for like a nice teeth. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta have the teeth all
But
in check.
nowadays, everyone's fixing their teeth anyway, so
no
he
one's
could
real out
change that. Teeth don't mean nothing nowadays, to be honest, honey.
Yeah, but I've got to be with you until you have an operation with your teeth. I think, sorry, that's a bit harsh, but you know what I mean?
you're a bit
I'm all right.
I hear you.
But yeah.
You didn't answer Miss All Lost and
No,
Sunflower.
I'm actually thinking about it, you know, because I like to see something different about someone before I don't know.
So you don't look at their shoes or what
I
they're
don't
wearing.
look at
If a guy says, I'm a
They
guy.
got nappy
I'm a guy
hair.
right now.
Like-
I'm a guy right now.
Like that doesn't care
Wait,
for you.
I'm a
like,
guy right
you're
now,
okay
and I've
with
just
that.
approached
No,
you.
it's not like-
Yo, babes, what are you saying? What are you looking into my eyes? Are you looking at my bulge? Are you looking at my shoes? Are you
I think
looking
it's
at
an
my
eye
clothes?
thing.
What are
I
you
think it's an
looking
eye thing because the eyes don't lie. I think it's the
eyes, the gateway to the soul.
Yeah, exactly. And you can't front. Once I look into your eyes, I can see so many things. Like,
whether it's a genuine person.
She's quite a deep person like
I'm
that.
a very
Anyway,
deep person.
that makes sense. So when you look into my eyes, what do you see?
That's another question for another day.
Bit of drama.
No.
So we're gonna get a little bit deep. Let me clear my throat for this one. So, girls, what do you think a woman's role in society today is?
Oof. That's a big one there, boy.
Yeah, especially with this whole like women empowerment and that kind of thing. I feel personally that men and women are not equal. You can say it as much as you want, like, oh, women empowerment, blah, 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 whatever. I stand up for women. Women should be able to have good jobs, have good educations, but still, in a family, men are the head and the women are the neck who support the man, is what I think. You're still entitled to be a strong woman, be whatever, but going from years back, men have always been the one, and before I didn't used to think like that at all, but it's true, whatever we think. Men have always been the one that have been higher paid. Like, for example, you could have a woman in the same job, a woman and a man in the same job, and the man gets paid more just because. It is unfair, but we're not equal. But going back to the question before I go off really quickly, the women's role is to be intelligent, sexy, hot, have a good education behind you, but then still support your man. Support your man in everything that he wants to do.
So what, be a housewife. So we're basically everything, basically then. So
basically, but we're not equal. They're higher than us, but
We
we
look after the
do
house,
so much.
we
We look
work,
after
we
the
look after the kids.
children.
We're
We
basically
push out a
superwomen.
child. I'm sorry.
No, but the men still do their bit. So he still has to go out and do his bit, bring the bread home.
I
We're
don't
more
think.
higher than it.
I think we're higher than men.
women.
Do you know why? The simple fact is because we can do so much more. When we have a child in our belly, a man don't have a child in his belly. He don't have a child in his belly. He can walk out of that situation quick and never look back, and he is not obliged to.
We're not
He don't
higher
have
than
to.
men, but we're different from men. Women are beautiful. We're different from men
feel
in
like
a
we're
different
higher.
way.
We do a lot
We
more.
all have different roles. So a man has a certain role.
Guys,
to-
let's go back to the
provide.
question. Yeah, let's not drift
Has
off.
another role to play. What?
Let's not
Drift
drift
off.
off.
No, we're not drifting off. It's,
I'm just saying that
it needs
a
to
man and a
be.
woman have different roles in society. Do you know what I mean? We
Yeah,
stand for one
exactly.
thing and they stand for another thing.
When you think about it, a woman's like capable of producing a child. You're capable of then raising that child, regardless of the man being there or not.
Plus going work on top of
Plus
that.
going work,
Looking after
exactly.
the house.
Or having an education. Some of us do, like, you know, go to uni as well and work and look after the child and make sure the laundry, the washing, everything's done in time. And sometimes the man's not there. So what are you trying to say? Like, oh, a man's like better than, more higher than a woman. I don't believe that. The men, they literally they can do whatever they want.
Okay, let
in
me
this
present
life.
this
Do
to
you
you.
know what I
You
mean?
know, in a job, or wherever, if there isn't a leader or someone who's the head of the company, then there's failure. Same thing in a family. If there isn't a head of the house, then everything crumbles.
Why
There's
can't
no
the
respect.
head of the house be a woman?
Well, the head of the house can be a woman, and I respect those single mothers out there. But when we're talking about a role of the woman in terms of a family, it isn't equal. There always needs to be a head, is what I think.
I think
And
I
the head
agree with
has
that.
to be a man.
Well, if you're married to a man, yeah.
No, I think I agree with that.
Yeah, no, that is no. You're in a sense that's true what you're saying.
I
but
get what
think
you're saying.
We give. I think we give the power to the man to let them know that they're head of the house. But honestly, we're actually
What
the
we
heads.
are, we are the head.
I'm on your level. No, but imagine you went on a date and you earned more than your man. It's not a problem, but he will feel so intimidated. He will
There's
feel
a
like
stigma,
a bum.
'cause there's a
Like,
stigma-
I feel like
stigma
even if
with
my man,
men.
even if my man earned less money than me, I would still make him feel like, yes, babe, you're the higher. Like you, do you know what I mean?
make him feel. You've just said it for yourself.
Yeah,
You've made
that's
him
what I just said.
feel like
Make him
he's the
feel
head.
like he's the head.
No, but
Because
reality.
he's all the big man, the big boss. I'm the big
no, but I'll
man.
make him feel what his role is, like what his role is supposed to be.
Yeah,
you know?
it's supposed to be, but stems from where? From big kings and whatever, feeling like they're the boss guy, having 8 wives like King Henry and them thing there. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just old fashioned. We're in 2017, soon 2018. Women's role, men and women. If anything, I feel like we are a lot higher. A lot higher. What do you feel like? You just be quiet. Sorry.
Sunflower. How do you feel?
I don't want.
Yes, Sunflower. You're being quiet over over there. Come on, what's going on? Mike.
Well, guys, I'm joking. No, honestly, guys, I feel like there has to be a balance, and I understand, like, okay, cool. Like, men should be the head, and the ladies, the women should be the neck. But I also feel like there should be a balance. So then there's understanding. So there's not a miscommunication, because, you know, sometimes the guy or the man just wants to be treated like like a daughter. I mean, so like a daughter, you know. Oh my gosh, what am I talking about? Like a son. Sorry. Some like to be babies. Some like to feel different. But it depends on the man itself. Some want to be treated like, okay, yeah, exactly. Some want to be treated like breakfast in bed. Some want to be treated like, yeah, you pay the bills, I don't pay the bills. But it depends on the man. Do you see what I mean?
I feel like them men are raised by mums that weren't really, they don't feel like their mums did a lot for them. Does that make sense? Like, I've met a lot of guys and their mum's been there, but they've had another mother figure. So like, their nan's their mother figure, for example, and they see their mum as practically like a sister. Like, they just live in the house with them, but really and truly their nan raised them or whatever. They're looking for a mum. Like, does that make sense? They're looking for someone, in their wife. They're looking for that motherly role.
So they're not going to want that girl who goes raving every Saturday or every how many times a week. They're going to want
their washing and everything their nan would do for them, pretty much in that sense. So it's about how they're raised. Yeah, it is. It actually is. But yeah, can we summarize this? Can we come together?
This is hard, you know. When you think about it, it's actually hard, because if you had to summarize the whole conversation or the whole topic itself, it's like there has to be. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a hard topic.
Everyone has their own opinion.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, mine is the man is the head and the woman's the neck. I'm still going to be strong as I can, but there still needs to be a leader. Yes.
And my conclusion is that as a woman, you're capable of literally doing anything in this world. You are capable. Your body in itself is capable of doing so much. So God's put that in us. Like, men, what can you sorry men. Sorry.
Well, men are built
to be strong. You're built to be strong. Listen, you're built to be strong. Yeah, you're protectors, but we are. What we go through is a lot more. Even our brain changes. The day we get pregnant, our brain changes. Did you know that? That's a fact. That's a real fact.
I've actually really thought that,
you know. Your brain rewires to change as soon as you become a mother.
Because you've changed, Manny.
Really?
Have I changed?
Yeah, in a good way. But obviously you've grown up. But you've definitely changed compared to how you used to be. Definitely.
See, it's just the way it flows, right, guys?
Yeah, I'll cross that bridge when I know her. Yeah. Got a baby yet.
We're gonna do a version after she had a baby.
Yeah.
Guys, imagine we got pregnant all at the same time. That'd be so cool. Because my belly's like, oh my god. Well, obviously we was married first.
That'd be so cute though, wouldn't it?
I'm getting my tubes tied.
That means you got to time it. Like, hey, are you doing it tonight?
Guys, we're not all getting married at the same time, guys.
Okay.
Just to let you know.
I don't even want to get married, but that's another topic.
You have to be bridesmaids for each other.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, we can't be pregnant.
But we can all be the brides on the day. What? On the same day. Imagine we're all on the same day.
Too far, honey.
Okay. All right.
So, guys, follow our Instagram page on just up there. Look at it.
There we go.
And guys, also, if you have any questions or any views or opinions of what we discussed today, just comment on the bottom or like, subscribe, and stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Different
More
shades.
to come.
Oh.